Black ski mask with the hoodie on. Cause you know I gotta do you wrong. Double back like I forgot something. Keep it B.I.G. with the coochie on. Black ski mask with the hoodie on. No. I got it. Talking remember that back in the day, nigga working minimum wage with hoes wouldn't give me time of the day. Now a nigga getting paid just to smile on their face. Came a long way from penitentiary days. I'm talking, whoa, high key. Know these niggas never liked me. Probably cause they bitches busted open on my FaceTime. But you know that's besides me. Little nigga, move around, move around, move around. Cause you don't wanna go there with me. Hey, I got shooters in the boonies with a pager. And they gon' risk it all for a name, bruh. Not too many real ones where you came from, I know that. But you gon' make a nigga black ski mask with the hoodie on. Cause you know I gotta do you wrong. Double back like I forgot something. Keep it B.I.G. with the Coochie on. Black ski mask with the hoodie on. No. Let's go. Black ski mask with the hoodie. With the hoodie on. Cause you know I gotta do you wrong. Double back like I forgot something. Keep it B.I.G. with the Coochie on. Black ski mask with the hoodie on. No. Black ski mask with the hoodie on. Cause you know I gotta do you wrong. Double back like I forgot something. Keep it B.I.G. with the Coochie on. Black ski mask with the hoodie on. No.
Of Peru, drinking ayahuasca with the shaman stew. Cup of San Pedro that shift the mood. I've been learning about myself, finding out my truth. I've been healing my soul, tried the best medicine. I've been learning shit from the aliens, like how we're all connected to the pyramids, and how we used to use them for time traveling. Now I'm astral projecting, remembering how to navigate the ether. Sound heals didgeridoo, singing bowls every lyric. Medicinal truth, sound transforms DNA. My mind's making things move. Whoa. Kidney infection, I healed that too. I've been doing things your brain can't compute. They'll say it's magic, but you could do it too. Just open up your heart and let it channel through. All and light language can say it all. These third eye visions geometrical. It's our divine birthright to answer the call. And don't you see that your hate don't faze me? Nothing that you say it could ever faze me. Cause I've been stacking millions, feeding my whole family. Shout out to the fans, they're the ones who made me. Bitch, I'm from the Pleiades, luring is the race. See, I came to this earth to bring love, light, and healing. I came up from nothing, now I have everything. I'm living proof you can do anything you dream. My mom, I'm Mercedes, they either love me or hate me. I'm just chilling at home, smell I'm everywhere lately. Psychedelics, they save me. Higher self, she a deity. Crystals, crop circles, ley lines, make sense if you're listening.
Would you like to parallel shift into your highest dimension today? Well...
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. All right, for those of you begging me for an intro, that's the best you're gonna get, nigga. Unless you're gonna goddamn make an intro for me, that is the best you're gonna get. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Welcome to another iteration of the NinjaCast. We are in the building. Whew. Nigga, I ain't gonna lie, I'm hot. I just walked to the store. I walked to the store while I was waiting on the show to start to go and get me, you know what I'm saying, a Red Bull because I ain't got no alcohol. Nigga, it's hot. Lord have mercy. I can't. I don't know if I can take this. It's hot. And the fucked up part about it is the sun ain't even out. Lord have mercy. I don't deserve this kind of heat. Anyway, how is everyone doing? Can y'all hear me okay? Does everything seem to appear just fine on screen? Red hat intact. Falcons jersey, very worthy. Bars. We got a lot to talk about. The Acolyte is over. That shit is done. Concord is having a beta this weekend. It ain't looking good. Damn, it's so much, guys. Live service games are falling by the wayside. We're going to get into that. And we got some super chats. So let's get into these super chats really quick. Hold on. First off, we got Cassie, who dropped $3 and just slapped her bonus hole on the table. Nothing other than that, really. Shouts out to Cassie with $3. And you know we got to dance.
Oh, yo, bitch, and get back in the kitchen. I'm hungry. Don't test me, bitch. Don't test me, bitch. Don't test me, bitch. Do not test me, bitch.
Hey.
I will use my fist.
Hey.
I will smack your lip. I will bust your shit. Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. And then we got Adair Soto with a $5 super chat. I just found out Trump is unbanned from Twitter, so Destiny is not going to be happy. Well, before I even answer that, let me go ahead and dance. Let's hit a dance on them. Let's go ahead and
With all your bitchin', get back in the kitchen. I'm hungry. Don't test me, bitch. Don't test me, bitch. Don't test me, bitch. Do not test me, bitch.
oh shit. Oh, Adair, don't you start, nigga. We ain't even got the show started yet, and y'all already taking over. Where my song go? Did I break it? Oh, I didn't broke it for good. Hold up. Oh no. Did I break my? Oh no. Did I break my alerts? Gifted membership. That's on. Member. It's on. I don't know what happened. Okay. Well, we just gonna we'll see later. That's not gonna work. If it doesn't work at all now, it's not gonna work. Okay. Don't know what that. I don't know if that was because I wasn't logged in or what, but we'll see later on if somebody else donates another membership. Okay. So to answer your question, I just found out Trump is unbanned from Twitter. He's been unbanned though. Like he was unbanned last year. He just wasn't using it because he has his own social media platform called Truth Social, if I'm not mistaken. Adair Soto donates another $2 super chat. You know, we got to dance on him. We got to dance on him again before I even answer the super chat. There we go.
With all your bitchin', get back in the kitchen. I'm hungry. Don't test me, bitch. Don't test me, bitch. Don't test me, bitch. Do not test me, bitch. I will use my fist. I will smack your lip. I will bust your shit. Oh, yeah.
He says unlimited power. Shit, not if the shit don't work. If you gift the membership again and it don't work, then I'm gonna have to figure out what the hell is going on with that. Anyway, so yeah, guys, we got a lot to talk about. Oh, there it is. Why did it come so late? That shit came like 10 minutes later. Now we're gonna have to fix that. So yeah, I don't even know where we're gonna start today, guys. There's so much going on Twitter. I think I'm gonna do a new segment today. We're probably only gonna do this on the live show where we take, because y'all know I'll be on Twitter going back and forth with a lot of different people whenever I'm active on there. And I want to break down some of these arguments that people are hating. Sort of like if you've ever watched Eric July before he kind of started making comics, or before he got really big making comics, he was doing like a monetize the haters segment. And since he's no longer doing it, I kind of want to bring that shit back. You know what I'm saying? Where we break down some of the things that are said on Twitter and then we'll turn it into a segment. I don't know if I want to bring people live on the show to debate though, because I might have to change the format. I might have to use what is it called? StreamYard or something. I'm thinking about switching over to StreamYard anyway. Anyway, before we get into it, let me go ahead and pay the bills. We gotta pay the bills. So wait, what? Let's minimize that. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and pay the bills. For those of you who didn't know, the Squabble shop is open. If you want to be a squabbler, you got to learn how to squabble. Get yourself a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, a water mug. A water mug? Wow.
You stupid.
Okay. That is not what I meant to say. A water bottle or a coffee mug. That's a new one. That might go on a t-shirt. A water mug. Wow. All right now. All right, let's get into it, guys. Where do we want to start at? Where do we want to start? Make sure you guys like the video. Oh, like the stream, I'm sorry. And gosh, where do we want to go? Do I want to start Assassin's Creed? Or do I want to start? Nah, I think I want to start the Acolyte, right? We got a lot to talk about with the Acolyte. So the Acolyte is over. And Where is my article? Where's my article? What in tarnation is going on? Where? I had it. God damn it. I don't. Okay, whatever. Where is it? Okay. All right. Now, give me grace. Give me grace, okay? It's been a really long time since we looked at a Bounding in the Comics article, okay? It's been a really fucking long time. But we're going to give Bounding into Comics another chance. Remember, we kind of stopped using Bounding in the Comics because these niggas was wilding. First of all, before anybody criticize me for saying this, I want you to know that I am all for religion. I'm not the most religious person myself, but due to the times that we are living in, I'm starting to understand why religion is so important. Because when people don't have religion, they don't have a North Star to follow, which is why we have so much degeneracy in our culture right now. Without religion, people can't seem to differentiate what's right and what's wrong. So I am all for religion. I'm not going to tell you what religion to follow. I am all for it. However, there is a time and a place for it. Okay. And the simple fact of the matter is, it is not time to put Bible scriptures at the end of a fucking article about whatever nerd shit here. Okay. I'm just keeping it a bean. This shit makes no sense. Like I shouldn't have to read a Bounding in the Comics article about Pokemon and then I get to the end and there's a whole Bible scripture and it's like, shut up, bitch. Oh my goodness. Lizard of the Linux Lane says, have you heard about the update that is shutting down Windows? We're going to talk about there. We're going to talk about that too. We're going to get into it. All right. So let's start about it. So the Acolyte showrunner Leslie Headland says fans who want a second season should encourage your friends to watch the show. Recommends telling skeptics don't pay attention to the IMDb score. Ooh, that is not a good look. That is not let me tell y'all why this is not. We're gonna get into it. I'm gonna break this down on why this is not a good look. So let's start. Okay. First of all, where's the source? All right. With the disastrous Star Wars series future still uncertain, showrunner Leslie Headland says that online support will be the deciding factor in whether or not the Acolyte receives a second season. Headland issued her internet call to arms while speaking to Collider's Maggie Lovett following the premiere of the series. So let's go and look at that. Let's see if we can find the comments. Leslie. All right. Let's go to news. The Collider confirms the major headline. Yeah, baby. Okay, so we'll get into that in a second. All right. So, all right. She says, let's go. Asked by her host if there was anything fans could do to help sway the minds at Disney to renew the Acolyte, the showrunner asserted, truly any online support and love you can send the show. So, this is not a good look. This is not a good look at all. Okay? Because the truth of the matter is, what successful show has ever had to go and advocate for people to support the show? Don't worry, I'll wait. If the show was really as successful as Disney and company tried to portray it to be when like the first couple of episodes came out, you wouldn't need to do this. But the truth of the matter is, you shouldn't have been talking shit. You should have been talking shit indeed. This show is in trouble, man. People keep saying they think it's going to get a season 2. Why? Why do you think that? It's some people who are jaded. They feel like, oh, well, Disney isn't going to want to let it fail. And they got to make sure it's successful because they talk so much shit. No, they don't. Do y'all know how much money this show costs? They wanted She-Hulk to succeed as well. She-Hulk was supposed to own the chuds. And what did it do? Get canceled, nigga. It got canceled. It's just not, it just, guys, I understand there's some of you who believe in the idea of the agenda, and I believe it too. Just not so much so that I think there are people at the top who are willing to make this stuff happen regardless of the consequences. No, I'm looking at the people running this, and they seeing their pockets getting lighter, and they like, bro, we can't continue to do this. We can't continue to do this. They watching this shit happen like,
oh brother, this guy stinks. Oh.
I'm just being honest. So let's see. Frostfang says he did it with Bounding in the comics before he left. Oh, you're talking about Trent. Okay. Let's go. Cassie says they will continue to make this slop as long as Star Wars continues to only the discussion space hoping for a hit. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if I misinterpret that. I'm hold on. Let me read that again. They will continue to make this slop as long as Star Wars continues to only the discussion space hoping for a hit. Yeah, I'm sorry, Cass. I'm gonna hit you with a.
You stupid.
Yeah, love you, girl, but I couldn't get that one. Own the discussion. Okay. There you go. Okay. You got me. All right. Yeah. I think. Well, I don't know if you're right. I mean, if they're willing to let the most profitable IP in television history just completely fold, I guess you could be right. I just happen to believe that eventually somebody's gonna come in and say enough is enough. That's what I believe. Call me naive. Call me I don't know whatever derogatory term you can come up with that talks about that. So anyway, it's a little tricky because of the way the internet works, but if you enjoyed the show and you want to see more of the story, any support that you can give the show on social media platforms would be super helpful. Okay, sorry to let you know, sweetheart, but talking positively about the Acolyte on Twitter is not going to help you. Bitch, you need views. Okay? You need views. You need watch time. You need merchandising sale. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing that nobody's talking about. That is the biggest thing that nobody's talking about. Now, I will admit, there might be a lot of Smilo Ren cosplayers out there. I ain't gonna hold you. In my personal opinion, I think Smilo Ren maybe you guys disagree. I think this is a dope design for a Sith Lord. The concept of the character may be a little bit ridiculous, but I do think Smilo Ren is a dope design. I could see people walking around with this helmet on. I can see people cosplaying as this. So I will give them credit. Whoever designed this, good job. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, the character fails under the pressure of so much ridiculous and terrible writing. You know what I'm saying? And for those, I know there's some people out there like, well, how do you know you didn't watch the show? The thing I love about the internet now is that you can rely on people you trust to tell you what's happening. And when you get somebody like Nerdrotic to review the first episode, and again, you have to trust them, right? You have to trust that what they're saying is the truth. You tell me what the first episode is like, and then boom, you check in or you check out. I know everything that's happened in this show based off of watching other people. And that's another thing. You don't invest in just one person. You go to multiple people, and their stories corroborate one another. Prime example, not only did I watch Nerdrotic's review on this show, but I've also watched Angry Joe's review of this show. And if you know anything about Angry Joe desperately wants to devoid himself of the culture war. So I know when I go and watch an Angry Joe review, I don't expect to hear anything that, oh, it's woke, oh, it's, the MCU or the She Wars or any of that shit. Okay? So when he is saying the same thing Nerdrotic is saying, oh, I know it to be fact. I know it's true. I don't need to watch the show because the people I trust to make an honest assessment of the show who have two different ideologies, Their stories corroborate one another. I don't need to watch a show. I already know what happens. It's garbage. It's trash. Okay, let's continue to read. All right, she goes, sending love to the cast too. You've seen what Hayden Christensen went through. He's getting the love now, but give the love now if you enjoyed the performances. Even if you were kind of like whatever on the show, if you enjoyed the performances, get on social media, let them know that you love them or that you support them or that performances was great. Okay, I mean, I suppose, you know what I'm saying? I don't disagree with this. If you like the show, you know, support it by watching it. But you ain't watching it. And that's the thing that's most important. The people who are so vocal and supportive about this show, are you actually watching it? Are you actually watching this show? I don't believe you are. I don't believe you are. Okay? So let's get, oh, here we go. James OP with 5 gifted memberships. There it is. Might as well dance on them. Yeah. What's going on, Mad Hatter? Noise pollution. The show has been stopped. James OP got sick of listening to me talking about the Acolyte, so he stopped the show. Is that the last one? That's the last one. That's the last one. Okay. All right. Where was I? Okay. A lot of my work has been word of mouth, said the showrunner. We were talking about the review bombing, so just telling people don't pay attention to the IMDb score. If you enjoyed it, tell people. It kind of seems that it's sort of basic, but I think what's interesting is that nowadays, if you like a show, you're very rarely going to go online and be like, I like this show. I disagree with that. I absolutely disagree with that. The reason why I disagree with that is because I believe people talk positive about shows. The problem is the more negative stuff, it's not that the bad shows are louder, is that the bad shows tend to come with a lot more controversy. For example, X-Men 97 had a lot of controversy leading up to the show because of the comments that was being made and some of the artwork that was being distributed out there. And then when the show came out, we were all online talking about how good X-Men 97 and how surprised we was. I'll always go back to X-Men 97 because that is an amazing show, and I will always blow them pause. I will always hype them up because they did an absolute amazing job, especially Bo DeMayo. So I disagree with that. You watch it, you move on. Maybe you mention it to somebody over dinner and be like, oh, I just binged this show. It was fun. Lee Jong-jae is an awesome actor. She further explained, it usually comes up that way as opposed to going online and saying, I love this show. So if you did love the show, then pivot and be appreciative. Okay. You begging. You are begging. This is not a good look. This is supposed to be a show that y'all claimed was so great, doing so well, and here the showrunner is begging people to go out and do the marketing for them. Let me tell you something. This is the way fandom works, and this is why you guys will never win. The way that fandom works, you guys put out a product that aims at a specific audience. The core fans are so big. No. The core fans are so enthusiastic about your product. They want to tell everybody. They want to talk about it. They want to make videos about it. They want to make artwork about it. They want to do anything that keeps them in the world of that product. Talking about art, you know what I'm saying? Or entertainment. The same way when you go and watch a football game, right? And when you go and watch a football game, when your team wins, you want to go out there and celebrate. You at the bar, y'all talking about how good the team is. Anything to keep you in that good feeling of a win. And then when you lose, this is how you know football is a good product. When you lose, now you want to go and talk to everybody about the poor decisions the coaches made and the way the players are playing. You just want to talk about it because the world of football is so great. It's the same way with movies. The reason why the WNBA has sucked for so long is because nobody cared to talk about it outside of the games. Now you got Caitlin Clark and you have Angel Reese, and now everybody wants to talk about it. They're not just watching the games. They watch the game, and then they go and talk to people at the barbershop about it. They go and talk to people at the local grocery store about it. They go and talk to people at the bar about it. That's the way fandom works. So when you take an IP like Star Wars and you disrespect the core audience is going to talk negatively about your product. And so when they talk negatively about the product, the surrounding normies, right? The people who don't have time to talk about it all the time. The people who don't have time to watch YouTube videos on it, read books on it, to make art on it. They don't want to have their time wasted. So they come to the hardcore fans, hey, is this really worth my time? And if the hardcore fans are telling them, bitch, no, what do you think they're going to do? They'll go and rewatch Orange is the New Black. They'll go and rewatch Daredevil. I know people that would rather go back and watch Infinity War and Endgame before they watch any of this new Marvel shit, because all of the discourse around it is purely negative. That's the fact. That's how it works. You don't get people to talk about your show by begging them to talk about it. They'll talk about it if they want to talk about it. And all your little bot accounts on Twitter ain't gonna help you neither. Let's see. Cassie says she is literally trying to manufacture positive discussion of the show. If something is good, it doesn't need the creators to beg for positive discussion. Absolutely. Oh, oops. Okay, James O'Peep said, people do not talk about stuff they like or don't like online has no effect. Proof. Like every failing game that comes out in the last few months, yeah, sure. People don't talk. People, yeah, I mean, like, shit is terrible. She goes on to say, people have been sending me fun tweets and beautiful artwork and all of the ship comments, and I'm absolutely loving it. I know it's out there, but if you aren't doing it, I would encourage you to do so and support the show. So thank you. And listen, I don't really have a problem with her telling the people who support the, oh shit, I missed the super chat. Baloney Tugboat. Let's go ahead and dance on them. You already know what time it is.
With all your bitchin', get back in the kitchen. I'm hungry. Don't test me, bitch. Don't test me, bitch. Don't test me, bitch. Do not test me, bitch.
Hey.
I will use my fist.
Hey.
I will smack your lip. Hey. I will bust your shit. Oh, girl.
So yeah, I don't really have a problem with you telling the people who actually like your show to support it. You know, I just think the people who actually like your show aren't hardcore fans. They're not that passionate about it. See, there's a difference. I learned this from Eric July. There's a difference between being a fan and being enthusiastic about it. You need enthusiasm. And I ain't talking about Twitter accounts. You need people to go and cosplay as May or OSHA or Smilo Ren or whatever. You need people enthusiastic about your product, right? You need it. I give you a prime example of enthusiasm. What was that game that came out, that Xbox Shadow dropped last year that everybody loved? I forgot the name of it. The kid who fights with the guitar. People, they shadow dropped that game and it became very popular and people were enthusiastic about it. Now people want a sequel. That's how fandom works. Hi-Fi Rush, that's what it was. Hi-Fi Rush. Thank you, this one Final Boss. I didn't finish it, by the way. I don't know why I didn't finish it. But Hi-Fi Rush, I played it. Really good game. I just don't know if it was necessarily for me. No, let me say it's not for me. I just fucking suck at the game. Listen, I was trash, bro. I could not do that rhythm shit at all. But it was actually, I actually liked it. And so, you know, another super chat. Here come Cold Classic Cage. You know what we got to do? we got to dance on them. We got to dance on them. Where? Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah.
With all your bitchin', get back in the kitchen. I'm hungry. Don't test me, bitch. Don't test me, bitch. Don't test me, bitch. Do not test me, bitch. I will use my fist. I will smack your lip. I will bust your shit. Oh, girl.
Oh boy, she says I'll backflip on a bed of spikes. She says I'll God damn it, what the fuck?
You stupid.
I'll backflip on a bed of spikes before watching the WNBA. I once said the same thing, but I gotta be honest with you. Watching Caitlin Clark play is really fun, and Angel Reese too. It's just Angel Reese to a lesser degree because she doesn't touch the ball as much as Caitlin Clark does. So yeah, what's this? Oh, okay. But yeah, though, where was I? So previously Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh yeah, we don't need to read about that. So yeah, I mean, listen, I don't think that the Acolyte will be getting to season 2. We like making fun of it for right now, but nobody's gonna be talking about this, next year. This will be one of those shows that after this you'll never hear about again. Nobody will ever talk about the Acolyte. It's one of those must-see Star Wars experiences. The same way nobody talks about She-Hulk now. Have you ever noticed, like, even after all of the people on the internet capped for She-Hulk, have you noticed that nobody, literally nobody, not a normie, not a nerd, not an exec, nobody talks about She-Hulk with any sort of positivity after the show aired? You don't see no memorabilia. You don't see nobody trying to cosplay. You don't see no kids coming out, oh my God, I was so inspired by She-Hulk. Nope. Every single thing that you've seen about She-Hulk after the show has been negative. How? How? Because it's terrible. It's bad. Also, we got to talk about Star Wars Theory. They are taking your boy through the ringer. The biggest Star Wars platform outside of the actual Star Wars platform on the internet, and they are on this man's neck. They are on this man's neck. Anyone else feel like Star Wars Theory has just become incredibly bitter and hateful towards Star Wars ever since that whole thing with Pablo had held?
You stupid.
I genuinely hate seeing this dude pop up on my timeline. If he doesn't like it, he can stop watching. Simple as that. Well, you fucking moron, his entire platform is built off of loving Star Wars. You can't make this shit up.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Look at this. So Star Wars Theory has just devolved from loving Star Wars to just bitching about it daily. Anything for money, I guess. So you mean to tell me the guy with over 3 million subscribers on YouTube is suddenly money hungry? Really? Really?
What the hell was that?
Really? Jesus Christ. Let's play this clip. Let me zoom in a little bit.
Fuck off. That is not Plagueis.
He was mad because apparently a Sith. I'm not hip to Star Wars lore, guys. Some guy named Plagueis was in the show, and guys, oh, this was him. This was him. Okay, here we go.
I'm really happy it's over. And I wonder if they'll get a season 2. I really hope they don't because she's gonna shit all over Plagueis, man. I think that's probably my main takeaway from the show. Like, apart from everything else, putting Plagueis in there is the biggest F up you could do. Not only is he at most gonna be like maybe 19 years old or 20 years old. If he's even born, but the fact that you now have him observing and creeping to kind of see that, okay, these are the ones, these are the true chosen ones, these are the ones that how they were created through the Force. I'm gonna try and do that myself and tell Palpatine he's no longer the original. Please piss off with that. Please go away with that. Literally just licking the fruit and putting it back on the grocery stand. And $180 million too. Where do you think that money went? Didn't go to the show. I don't know where else it went. I don't even need to do anything. I don't even need to do a breakdown. I don't even do anything. I just sit back and watch what everyone's gonna say about this show. All the reviews, everything, man, because this episode was the biggest mockery of what George created. Congratulations, though, Leslie. I hope you got what you wanted. I'm really...
And here's the thing. Being somebody who's... I'm a Star Wars normie. Like, I like Star Wars, but I like the games more. I haven't read any of the books. I haven't watched Clone Wars. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as what's canon... But being a person who's in the middle... You can tell who actually knows about Star Wars canon and who doesn't. You can tell who actually is trying to make a point and who's actually just trying to discredit the other. Because I've gotten more education on some of Star Wars lore by watching people who hate the show than I have by watching people who like the show. For example, you get a lot of people that says, well, the way that the show ruins Star Wars lore is that it no longer it makes it so that Anakin is no longer special. Because apparently, and I didn't know this, by the way, I did not know this. Anakin was created by the Force as a sort of retaliation to Darth Plagueis for trying to not create life, but he was trying to do some evil shit with the Force. And so the Force was like, nah, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bitch. We can't let you get away with this. So that it created Anakin. Well, now with the Acolyte, with Osha and May being created through the Force from a bunch of space lesbians who are witches, it means that Anakin was no longer the first being created by the Force. So when you hear the other people on the other side kind of push back on this, their only argument is there is no argument. Like they actually never make an argument. They just try to discredit you by saying, you're right wing. I just don't get it. Mad Hatter goes, even if it does get a second season, I will not watch it, just like I did not watch the first season. Hold on, y'all. Sorry about that. It was getting a little hot in here. Yeah, I mean, I don't imagine anyone's going to be watching it. MLG Big Ball, shouts out to you, bro. Welcome to the stream. The take that he shits on it for money is so dumb, because if Star Wars ain't doing well, his Saber business might do as well if the interest for the franchise is there. There you go. like, stop it. Y'all gotta cut it out. Y'all have got to cut it out. Oh, he's doing it for money. You got to think, use your brain here, right? Let's use your brain. Let's assume he is doing it for money. Let's assume that all these quote unquote drifters, what the fuck, boy?
You stupid.
Grifters, right? Let's assume that all of these grifters are doing this for money. Don't you think that if somebody's able to make content shitting on content you like for money, wouldn't that say that there's a large group of people who don't like said content? Wouldn't it be other content creators who get paid more to actually praise said content if you guys were in the majority? Wouldn't it be that way? As a matter of fact, I give you a prime example. When the MCU was at its height, nobody was making more money than people reacting to that content. Nobody was making more money than motherfuckers who was trying to tell you what was going to happen in each movie after. Now, everybody's looking at this shit like, man, this shit is some garbage. Like I told y'all, like I used to watch Emergency Awesome all the goddamn time. Now I just look at that nigga like he's pathetic. Like this nigga be lying, bro. I will say this as much as I can. I cannot stand that channel now, bro. Like this nigga will ruin every movie for you. This nigga will fucking see a Marvel movie coming out and you're like, yeah, Peter Griffin is going to be in it. Spider-Man's going to be in it. Tupac is coming back. You're going to see, yeah. This motherfucker will have you thinking, oh shit. And then you get there and none of that shit happen. I hate that nigga, bro. Adam Ledgeway says they call us grifters because they don't have an argument. Exactly. Shout out to Sonia who's in the chat. What's going on, baby girl? Whew. Well, that's it for Star Wars. We'll let that be. We'll move on. All right. Let's recalibrate and there was recently a trailer that came out, y'all, and I'm so excited to react to it with y'all. Beetlejuice. How many of y'all watched Beetlejuice growing up? Yeah, we about to watch it. How many of y'all watched Michael Keaton play Beetlejuice growing up? That was one of my favorite movies growing up. And now it's getting a sequel. And the only reason that I am super excited for it is because obviously Michael Keaton is coming back to play Beetlejuice. But also they got my girl Jenna Ortega in that motherfucker.
Let me suck them titties, baby. Oh, yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby. I'm home.
Okay, so we're gonna watch this trailer. We're gonna see what they got in store for us. Hopefully we don't get it copywritten. Because you know how they do. I'm actually make myself a little bit larger. See if we can minimize any copyright issues. All right, let's go ahead and put it on normal because you know I'll be watching on 1.5. Hey, she ain't have to do them. I love the way she plays dark female characters. Like I wouldn't be surprised, and this is why I don't follow any actors or actresses or any people like performers that I like on social media. I would venture to believe that in real life, Jenna Ortega is probably an absolute bitch. Like, she's probably evil as fuck. She's probably vindictive. She's probably hateful. She's probably the worst kind of person you would ever want to meet. Don't care as long as she putting that on screen, because she plays dark characters way too fucking well. But let's hold on. Let's run it back. Damn near the same as he did. Good job on them for the costume work. Michael Keaton looks great. James OP says I heard she is really cool and fun loving. Guess I was wrong. September 6th. I will be in theaters in IMAX watching this. The sentiment, 7 million views. Okay. I don't have anything negative to say. What about you guys? Yeah, I'll be there. Sonia says support your local theaters. That's right. Mine got a bar. You feel me? So I don't have no problem supporting them. But Michael Keaton looks good. Jenna Ortega looks good. Oh, girl look good. I forgot her name. Please don't roast me. Beetlejuice has always had like a weird, strange, like it's not horror, but like uncomfortable aesthetic to it that is still obviously there. with the eyes bulging out. You seen the way they was being sucked into the phones. It's kind of creepy and unsettling. And I loved every moment of it. Hold on. Y'all know how I get when I stream for too long. Gotta go and blow my goddamn nose. Sorry about that. Don't worry. I will be going to see a therapist next week. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Okay. All right. Let's move on. Let's go ahead and. Other than that,
that all planned Exoprimal seasonal content has been finished. Exoprimal, for those who don't know, is this dinosaur shooter game that can be best described as like a mix between Anthem and Dino Crisis, I guess, except instead of just making Dino Crisis, they made Exoprimal. It had some neat things going for it, but ultimately it wasn't a compelling enough title for it to be able to stand out. And so the end of support came, and various news outlets sort of began talking about how this should be a lesson to live service developers, or how this is just another casualty in this trend. And what is gaming's worst trend is kind of the opinion that's out there of trying to push live services out there for the sake of having a live service there to recurrently monetize, rather than have a genuinely inspired idea that makes sense for the live service genre where it can shine as a live service. And so I want to detail.
And that's the thing. Like, what is a compelling idea? Like, what can you do that has not already been done? What can you do? Like, what's the next trend? And here's the thing. This is what I don't like about following trends. It's trendy right now, nigga. It's trendy right now. It won't be trendy in 5 years. And by the time, and even if it is not necessarily trendy, even if it holds on, there will already be games that have a chokehold on that market. Fortnite being a prime example. Fortnite, Apex, and Warzone being a prime example when it comes to Battle Royale. How Halo missed this opportunity to do that is beyond fucking me. It's beyond me. But trying to do the Destiny, knowing that you see Destiny doing this thing, you see Fortnite doing this thing, you see Warzone and Apex doing their thing, and then you decide you're going to make a brand new game, knowing that games take 5+ years to make, and you really think it's going to be successful when it comes out. Look at Concord, which we're going to get into in a minute. You made an Overwatch clone. After Overwatch and Valorant have defeated all its enemies, and you thought yours was going to be different, how? Like, whatever.
Till the next round of games where it's highly likely to already determine that they just don't have a future, and it's going to be a big waste of time and money, and the ones who are going to suffer are the developers who just were doing what the captain told them, only to be led astray. Let's start by looking at multiverses. Now, what's interesting about this game is that, I mean, look, you can see right here.
That's what it was called, multiverses.
From the player numbers that it's trending downwards and it's slowly starting to die off. What's interesting about this particular game is that it would be its second death. You may recall that this game launched all the way back in summer of 2022. It peaked to great numbers, but that fell off real hard, and eventually people just stopped playing it. And if you look at the graph of this latest release, it's the same trend of like it peaked pretty high for like a day or two, for a couple days, and now it's the rate at which the player base is diminishing is rather alarming for a lot.
The fucked up part about it is Multiverses was fun when it first came out. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Why the fuck would you make it a live service game? Why would you do that? I don't understand that. Why would you make it a live service game? What is it? What is it about a fighting game that you think screams live service. That's like that dodgeball game. Remember that dodgeball game that EA put out? It was fun, but they made it live service. Why would you do that? It's dodgeball.
Live service, one that's free to play at that, and that requires a consistent stream of players to be engaged and in turn spend money on this game for this to be viable. It looks like it's headed down the same path as the first time around when it basically died off unceremoniously. I don't suspect multiverses, unless they make some radical changes and radical additions, will really last all that long, if I'm being honest with you. And what really didn't help matters for multiverses is that its final release somehow was less feature complete than the beta and had issues that the beta didn't have, and so it just released in a poor state that didn't feel like a huge enough step up from the beta for it to be something that revitalized the player base's belief in multiverse's capability to kind of compete against your Super Smash Brothers or your, Brawlhallas even. Then let's talk about Skull and Bones. Back in February of 2024, it was reported.
Jesus Christ, this fucking game. Holy. How did you fuck this up? How? What's up how's it going, Raging D-Head? Son, you said make a command.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that? Make a command.
Let me suck them titties, baby.
That's the command. She said make a command.
Let me suck them titties, baby.
That's the command. Anyway.
That this game from Ubisoft, the so-called quadruple A game, had less than 1 million players total, including free trial players.
How the fuck do you mess this game up? This was easy. Sea of Thieves gave you the blueprint, just make it more realistic. How did you mess this up?
Take a few steps back.
Of this day, meaning that a lot of people kind of tried the game out and decided, yeah, I'm not gonna buy this. And even including those free trial players, the number of players engaging with this game was minuscule enough that I don't suspect that this is a game that is gonna have long legs unless Ubisoft somehow manages to pull off like a For Honor or a Rainbow Six Siege level comeback, which I guess Ubisoft has done before, but that is the exception, not the rule. Redfall fell, no pun intended, not too long.
Jesus Christ, don't even get me started on Redfall. I played Redfall for all of 5 minutes, maybe. I don't even know how do you put out that Adair Soto and they give us a shitty ass game like how did you F this up? Where is that? Why is that not showing up? I guess they censoring your comment. Yeah, clearly censoring your comment. It's showing up here on the screen, but it ain't showing up. It ain't showing up in the chat. Okay. Can you have Assassin's Creed Black Flag? You made that perfectly and you fucked this game up. Like how did Ubisoft, how'd you fuck it up? I mean, because I don't know. I don't know. I would love to hear an explanation of this. Jason Schreier need to get his ass on and figure out what the fuck happened with Skull and Bones. Do y'all know how long I was looking for Skull and Bones? I've been looking for Skull and Bones for years. Like I remember when it was first, like the rumors were first out. I was like, ooh, I can't wait for that. A game purely about being a pirate, fucking up other niggas' ships and all of that stuff. That shit kept getting delayed. Oh, when it kept getting delayed, I was like, oh yeah, that's gonna be fire because they letting it cook. No, it was getting delayed because the shit was trash.
Long ago, when it was announced on May 30th, 2024, that Arcane Austin would be bidding farewell to Redfall with the final update. This was after Xbox decided to shut down Arcane Austin alongside with Tango Gameworks and other studios. The final update did include the offline mode that this game desperately needed for it to be preserved, so kudos there. But that aside, like the game was just unceremonious all throughout. People didn't really like the announcement. The marketing didn't particularly entice players, and then the final game, the reviews and the feedback surrounding it didn't indicate that this was going to be a successful live service. And
Isn't Mad Hatter says, isn't Skull and Bones just boat battles? Pretty much, yeah. There's no hand-to-hand combat at all. There's no hand-to-hand combat at all. Like, how they fuck that up is beyond me. That's insane, right? Like, why would you do that? It just blows my mind, bro. Like, you had an opportunity to give us a state-of-the-art pirate game, and you gave us this bullshit. Like, we can pull up some
Welcome to Skull and Bones. Our game takes place during the golden age of piracy, in a world inspired by the beautiful yet dangerous Indian Ocean. You'll start your journey as an outcast, whose goal is to become the most infamous pirate to sail these treacherous waters.
No, you know what? I don't even want to look at their advertisement of it.
A few weeks ago, Skull and Bones released their trailer for The Blighted Bastion, the Season 1 update for Skull and Bones. Yeah, a game that apparently people still play. 3 months after its release, I've heard very little apart from Skull and Bones themselves trying to announce all the seasons. They've got a plethora of free updates that have been said that they're just pranked them, that's why they're hostile.
Look at this shit.
Get pranked. Yes. I don't think you can hit me at this side. Right, hit the explosive things. Creeboarding. Yeah, shotgun. Creeboarding. As I said, creep.
Does this look like a premier pirate experience to you?
Yeah, in fact, it's been 3 months. I haven't played it since it released. And it's for reasons like the broken plank is in there. No, that's a bird. I thought the broken plank was in the sky. It is just a circling bird. That is incredibly embarrassing on my part. Now, I've got a couple of health kits. I don't know if I use them now or I wait. No, I can't really loot you. It's worth something there. Cannon powder, I think. Okay, we're in the Reef Sea. Aha. Hello, sir. A level 12 elite warship. Now, I can't take out a level 12 elite warship. But it might be fun to go and have a look, shall we? Is it coming for me? Oh, it is. Quick, fire at it. Oh! Oh, my words. We're taking heavy, heavy fire. We are taking heavy, heavy fire. Oh, we're out of stamina. We cannot brace. Ah, fire back. We are doing nothing. We are doing absolutely nothing to this fella. Hit the critical points.
Is that a live person?
Still doing nothing. You didn't see any. You've not seen anything. You've not seen anything, sons. I feel like...
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That shit look boring as hell. It looks like... that shit look boring as hell. Go back.
And Redfall fell pretty hard. And then, of course, the shutdown of Arcane Austin was the kind of final nail in the coffin. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is now free to claim for Prime Day when a live...
We talked about this one already. We talked about that one already.
A viable long-term game. Next up, let's take a look at Foam Stars from Square Enix, which, I mean, it took a lot of inspiration from Splatoon. And it's the fact that they were trying to replicate...
I forgot all about this game. Y'all remember this game? Foam Stars.
Foam Stars has the energy of a Sega Dreamcast game that was made specifically to look good on a quarterly earnings report. This third-person PvP shooter put some creative twists on the winning formula coined by Splatoon, but that strong foundation is weakened by just about every multiplayer monetization trend from the last 10 years.
Yep.
For every clever map design, there's a cosmetic pack that costs more than the price of Foam Stars itself. There's still a fun competitive shooter here if you manage to surf deep enough into its sea of foam, but you'll have to wade past a whole bunch of red flags to find it. Is my favorite, and easily the most unique mode Foam Stars has to offer. Half your team plays a truncated version of Smash the Star, while the others lather the map in foam from a perch above the battlefield. Scaling down the deathmatch to a 2-on-2 confrontation with a longer respawn timer nicely distills the fast-paced fun of Smash the Star into something more focused. And having teammates constantly spray the battlefield with foam adds a really fun layer to this mode too, as you can use it to disrupt your opponents, play defense, build a tower for your teammates, or just keep the other team from claiming too much turf. Meanwhile, Rubber Duck Party is Splatoon's extremely engaging and highly competitive tower designed specifically.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I forgot all about this game. Did any of y'all play Foam Stars? Apparently there was a lot of monetization going on with it. What a way to ruin your fucking game.
Something, and, you know, give it a twist of their own, but it ultimately just...
It lost 95%. PS Plus game Foam Stars has lost 95% of its player base. If it was a PlayStation exclusive, no fucking wonder. No fucking wonder.
something and, give it a twist of their own, but it ultimately just didn't stand out enough. And then its quality, while it wasn't a bad game by any means, it just wasn't outstanding. It didn't have the personality that Splatoon did. It just wasn't as refined as Splatoon was. Ultimately, the player base just dipped tremendously throughout the course of its lifespan, to the point where by April of 2024, Foam Stars lost nearly 95% of its player base. And while they haven't announced like a shutdown of the game or an end of service or an end of support, I do suspect that announcement will be coming pretty soon, require you to treat them as full-time jobs to stay fully sort of updated and to keep up with all of the rewards. And
that's what I was saying earlier. Like, playing a video game should not feel like a goddamn job. Okay. What is happening here? Why I got comments that are appearing? Oh, no, there he is. Noise reduction. Okay, I see you, noise reduction. Reminds me of that fucker who was talking about sucking...
What? What the fuck?
You talking about Destiny. I don't know where that came from. But yeah, though. Playing a video game shouldn't feel like a fucking chore. That's why I stopped playing Destiny. Like, you got to log in. You got to... Oh, now I get it.
You stupid.
Playing Destiny, you gotta log in, do your little night quest or whatever that shit was called. Then you gotta do your dailies, and then you gotta do your man, I don't want to do all that shit, man. I just want to play the damn game. I don't want to fucking play chores, man.
All the timed FOMO content that they put out there. Rocket Arena is next. This game did last a couple of years at least. It was released on July 14th, 2020, but it was recently announced that the game would shut down. Rocket Arena was sunset on March 21st, 2024. Honestly,
damn, Rocket Arena? Is this the game Rocket Arena isn't the game with the cars, right? I thought that game was doing well. Nah, this ain't. Nah, this is something totally different. Yeah, that shit look like ass. I ain't gonna hold you. Okay.
This is one game that it was from EA, and it's one that I just haven't looked too much into. I think I remember seeing like a trailer to spruce the game up. It might be a pretty quick descent, akin to what we saw with like Multiverses, and it doesn't.
Rocket League is the one that I was thinking about. Rocket League.
Help that the scores surrounding the first ascent are pretty.
I just can't bring myself to download the first descent. I just feel like it's another grindy game that I just don't want to play.
Not great. Sitting at 57% from 13 critic reviews, and the user scores at a 4.9 on Metacritic, combined with a mixed score on Steam from tens of thousands of people. But currently, if you look at the player numbers, the all-time peak, 264,860 players. That's like a dream launch scenario for a live service. And so far, in what little time this game has been out, the people who play this game are consistently coming back. But I've heard that this game just is kind of bland and lackluster in certain areas, and that it's grindy in ways that are not necessarily fun. Not to mention that when it comes to, I guess, its primary competition, it is kind of trying to be its own version of Warframe to a degree. And
that's the thing. Like, I don't care what it's trying to be. Any game that's grindy now, I'm like, nope, I'm good. I don't want to play it. I don't want to play it. I don't want to play
Warframe is already so well established, and that is a game whose updates have proven to be so substantial that every time a major new update comes out, it like transforms the game. To compete against that, the first Ascendant, its cadence of high quality new content releases will have to be competitive with
Helldivers.
Numbers peaked to almost that does not surprise me one bit. So MiHoYo at this point is established enough as a company and brand that their live services, new ones, will succeed. Helldivers 2 was kind of, I think, a surprise hit when, the numbers peaked to almost...
Now, Helldivers numbers right now ain't looking good. I ain't gonna say that it's not looking good. Based on what it was, the expectations for it, I guess it's right where the expectations was. But having 22,000 players or 28,000 at a 24-hour peak after you start off with nearly 500,000, yikes!
Hell no, to the no, hell to the no.
And the thing that concerns me with Helldivers is that I don't see a way that they can come back to that when they were never prepared for that in the first place. in my personal opinion, I'd go ahead and start working on Helldivers 3. Right? Because you just don't have the foundation for, or at least start working on a big expansion or something to get something out. Because right now, I feel like Helldivers 2 is doomed. You were never prepared for this. And you can't sustain it. Helldivers 2 needs a new enemy, a new mode. Hell, not multiplayer. They need PvP or something. Something that's going to get people reinvigorated into the system. Because right now, like even I was playing it, and I'm not even at level 100 on that shit. But even I was playing it, and I'm like, this shit getting repetitive. Shit getting boring. It's never boring. Let me not lie. It's not boring. It's just it's getting repetitive. And if you don't have a team of people to play with, and you just playing with like randos, oh yeah. I can only play about 2 matches of Helldivers. I can't play it for hours. aTraes says, I want to, wow, I said, wow, I'm stupid.
You stupid.
Frostfang says, I want to play another few rounds with that game. What, Helldivers? I mean, yeah, I haven't played it in quite some time. I've been on Elden Ring heavy.
Over 450,000 players, and on PlayStation 5, we don't know what those numbers look. The game I want to look at is X-Defiant from Ubisoft, which is essentially their take on a Call of Duty-like experience, and this is a game that has gone on to do pretty well for itself, unlike, say, Skull and Bones. It's like the complete opposite.
Now, I have not downloaded X-Defiant. I tried to, and I forgot what happened. I will try it out. But do you really believe 11 million players downloaded this game?
Fine has been sort of breaking milestones every so often, every few weeks, and most recently it was stated by Yves Guillemot that X-Defiant has attracted 11 million players. How many of those are sort of continuously coming back to play X-Defiant in terms of concurrent player numbers? What kind of numbers we're seeing there, and how many people engage with this game at the same time? We don't know those stats, but 11 million players checking a game out is substantial. And I'll be curious to see whether these results will continue or whether this will flatline and fall off. But when it comes to like Ubisoft branded shooters, I mean, Rainbow Six Siege went to do pretty well.
Now, the next game he goes in to talk about is Concord, which we are about to get into right now. Right now. Okay, so first of all, we're going to go to that park place. And where's Concord? Here is another live service game, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, the audacity, the fucking audacity. Let me tell you why. You should not even fuck all the DEI shit. Okay. If you're on the fence, and I want somebody to clip this, I'm gonna have to clip it myself. If you're on the fence about Concord, should I play Concord? I want you to consider this. Okay. Consider this. Price. Okay. Concord is asking you to pay $40. Okay. $40. Keep in mind the games that it's competing with. Valorant. Okay. Valorant is, you see right here? Oh, let me move the chat box. You see right here? Free to play. Free to play. What about Overwatch 2? Oh, I can't spell. Why can I not spell? Overwatch 2 is free to play. Free to play. Concord is trying to compete with them. Let's go back to it. No. Where did it go? Concord will cost $40 on PS5 and PC. Okay. So if you're gonna pay $40, what is it that you're promising me? Well, if you're gonna pay $40, Steam charts for a game, right? You need other people to play it with. Are y'all seeing this? Only 2,000 people are playing this beta. Do you not find it concerning that the game where its competitors are free to play, the competitors are free to fucking play, and the game that's asking you to pay $40 can only muster a measly 2,000 people in 24 hours to even try out its beta. It's open beta, by the way. I'm just saying, do the math. Do the math. Forget all the woke shit. Forget all of the whether or not it's a cultural warrior. Forget all of that. You don't even have to talk about that. We don't even have to talk about it being a DEI shooter. You don't have to talk about that. We can completely put that to the side. Do you not find it concerning that a game that's asking you to pay a $40 entry fee to a live service game where its competitors are free to play and they can only muster a measly 2,000 people to try it during a weekend where it is free to play? Niggas don't even want to try this shit. I don't know. I'm just saying, what if you pay $40 to play this game? Lord forbid you pay like more for like some premier version of it, like a premium version of the game. You get in and you can't find nobody to play with. You can't find nobody. Or when you find people, it's the same trash ass niggas over and over and over again. Now, obviously the pushback would be, well, what about the players on PlayStation? And my response to that is,
Shut up, bitch.
Can I have my narrative? Can I push my narrative? No, I'm just playing. We don't know how many players are on the PlayStation. But I highly doubt, for the people that I know that have PlayStations, I highly doubt niggas is downloading the DEI shooter. Let's get into it. Concord open beta fails to top 2,500 Concord players in the first day. Firewalk Studios open beta for Concord went live on July 18th, and the game failed to top 2,500 Concord concurrent players. The official X account for Concord announced that the open beta was live at 4 p.m. Eastern on July 18th. Okay, looking to become one of the best. Well, yeah, we already know. At one point, they only had 1,100 people playing that shit. That's insane. God, it's free. The beta is free. You know play? You know play?
Hey, fuck it.
Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. Let me get into these comments. Let's see. Noise Pollution says games can be great. Let's all not forget sex can be better. Living the fuck out of life is the way. That is fucking right. I always encourage you guys to go outside. Go outside and definitely get out here and beat some cheeks or get your cheeks beaten. All right. In a not. Well, anyway, let me not get canceled. Anyway, Sewell says I agree. Helldivers 2 is great when you got a full fire team of friends. Agreed. Trotter Taz says I have a PlayStation. I don't play much anymore. Bump this trash. Yeah. And I've been playing my Xbox for like the first time in months, only because I bought College Football 25 on it. And I gotta be honest with you, bro. My Xbox is pissing me the fuck off. I ain't gonna hold you. Leonardo Gostyle says, who wants to only play ugly bitches and robots with pronouns? That's a good point. Frostfang, I love that fucking saying. This nigga said, touch ass more than grass. I know that's right. Don't get outside and touch grass. Go touch some ass. No, that sounds actually, that sounds pretty sexually assaulted-ish. Yeah, don't do that. Consensually touch ass. All right. For comparison, the game's early access beta that ran through last weekend hit a peak concurrent player count of 1,124. That means the game's player count just barely doubled between the much more restrictive early access and the open beta. Okay. YouTuber Endymion, well, we already know he's biased, so we're not going to read his opinion. It's no surprise that player counts for the game are so low, given the negative reaction to the game Spotlight in a PlayStation State of Play presentation back in May. The presentation revealed that the game was a 5v5 multiplayer team shooter and would feature pronoun nonsense and DEI designed characters. Okay, let's go and see what Twitter is saying about Concord right now. Okay, I don't know who this guy is.
These guys look generic and boring as dude. When I see a Mega Man Robot Master list or whatever in a new Mega Man game, I'm like the smiling childlike Wojak, right? I'm like, oh, the wonder and like how fun it is and how brilliant the designs are and how much it works. And then you see something like this. And that's the thing that just sticks out to me as someone who doesn't know anything about hero shooters. I'm not going to play this game. I don't care about these kinds of games. You don't want to hear what I have to say about it. Who cares? Like, I don't know anything about it. But I can tell you aesthetically, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
This looks generic and boring, you know. And even I know, as someone who doesn't know anything about Guardians of the Galaxy, I don't know anything about Guardians of the Galaxy.
Look at the fucking, like, who designed this robot, dog? Like, what? Like, imagine coming in, imagine walking into my office with this fucking robot and saying, yeah, this is what we want to put in the game.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. But nigga slap fire out you, nigga. Shut the fuck up. Shut the
Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. You really came. All right. Oh, I didn't even let him finish.
It's just crazy to me that they would focus on like, oh, this character has a good heart. It's like, I don't. Can he slide cancel?
No, seriously. Oh, but see, again, I'll say this. Ardelay, Sonia, Scooby, if you in the chat, close your ears. Women are ruining entertainment. Like, why would you come in and talk to me in a fucking hero shooter about pronouns? I don't care. How many niggas can I slaughter with this character? The fuck are we talking about? Oh, this character likes the coochie bump with another character. I don't care. I don't care. What kind of gun that bitch got? Does she throw grenades? This bullshit. Every masterpiece has a cheap copy, and this time it's Concord. Look at this bullshit. Wow. Who the fuck? Who the fuck? Yeah. Who the fuck thought that would, man? Oh shit. Shouts out to Words of Paradise who's in the building. He drops a $5 super chat. You know we got to dance on him. You know what I'm saying? We got to go ahead and hit the dance on him.
With all your bitchin', get back in the kitchen. I'm hungry. Don't test me, bitch. Don't test me, girl. Don't test me, bitch. Do not test me, bitch. I will use my fist. I will smack your lip. I will bust your shit. Oh, God.
He says, bro, every time I see aTraes, his skin looks lighter. That hat may be a Michael Jackson family. Nah, cuz. Nah, you getting screenshot for that. Nah, cuz. Nah, cuz. Nah, cuz. This nigga got me fucked up. What the fuck? Yo. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. This nigga just violated. Yo. Nigga. Oh, my God. Let's keep going. All right. Shit, where the fuck were we even at? This person says spent 8 hours playing Concord today, and I have to say I'm just really loving it. It's so easy to just get stuck into the rhythm of the game and keep running back. Tried some different characters today, like Vale. Let's see what he's talking about. Let's pull up this tweet.
Placing a trip line.
Okay. 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 But it's like it just looks generic though. Like, I mean, I guess maybe the gameplay feels good. I haven't played. Oh, here we go. I guess Sonya was tired of hearing us talk about Concord. Oh boy. He just shut down the whole stream. Oh, and then here come Adara Soto with his donation. Oh Lord. All right, that's the last one. Shouts out to Sonya who gifted 5 memberships. I sure enough appreciate you so much. And for those who want to shut down the stream, shouts out to you. But look at these character designs, bro.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Like, why would you do that? Who designed Shorty on the left and said, "Oh yeah, that's it, that's the one." Oh shit, another one. Oh, here we go. Alfredo with the gifted membership. I sure enough appreciate it, bro. But yeah, whoever designed this was just like, yeah, we gotta put Big Shirley in the game.
Big Shirley.
Like, why would you do that? Another gifted, not a gifted, super chat. Adara Soto, you know how we do. We got to dance on them. We got to go ahead and dance on them.
With all your bitchin', get back in the kitchen. I'm hungry. Don't test me, bitch. Don't test me, girl. Don't test me, bitch. Do not test me, bitch. I will use my fist. I will smack your lip. I will bust your shit.
He says, "Nah, we're just doing this to heal your wounds because you got roasted or violated." Fair enough. Fair enough. James OP says that's a man. Yeah, but it's still Big Shirley.
Big Shirley.
Yeah, Big Shirley either way. Okay, because he looks like a
tranny demons.
Anyway. But yeah, though. So I don't know. You know, Concord is dead on arrival. I really hope that you don't believe $40 is a good investment into this game. Wait for it to go free, because it will go free. And for those of you who paid $40 to play this game, will be highly, highly upset. So, all right, there's that. There is that. All right. All right, where we at? Where do we? Oh, we got to talk about. Before we get into the next topic, I do want to use my platform for a little bit of positivity. Okay, I want to give and I know a lot of y'all in here don't care about sports, but you know, I had to do this. I I had to do this because I'm proud of EA for, how do you say, doing something good this time. All right. For those of you who don't know, I'm gonna put this on. College Football 25 has dropped. Now this is significant. I normally don't cover a sports game on this channel because, you know, whatever, but we haven't had a college football game in years. Okay. College Football 25 is out. I have been playing it since Monday and it is the shit. Okay. Again, I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but I just want to say, if you are a football fan, this is the best football game, pure football game that has come out in over a decade. Definitely worth a buy. Trust me, bro. So I'll give you 5 things I like, 5 things I don't like about College Football 25. Okay. And hopefully, you know, you guys play it for yourselves and, you know, whatever. One thing I like. Let me see if they show it when he's picking his plays. Do this. Okay, so you can't really see it here when you're picking. So my favorite, one of the things I like on College Football 25 is you can now pick your coverage shells. Okay, you could not do that in any former. Is it showing here? Is it showing here? It's not showing here. You can't see it. Anyway, you can pick your coverage shells. You can actually disguise your defenses in this game, and it's fire as fuck. Okay, I'm not going to get into the deep weeds of, you know, what it means and all of that, because I recognize most of my audience does not care about sports games. I'll just say coverage shells. You can now change whether your defense looks like a cover 1, a cover 3, a cover 2, a cover 6, cover 4. Or making it look like you're blitzing, and you could be doing something completely different. Love that. Favorite addition to the game, period. One thing I don't like, I cannot stunt in this. Like, why can we not stunt? Okay. In a football game, you should be able to stunt. If you don't know what a stunt is when you take the outside rusher on a defense, they either go under or over the inside rusher to get to the quarterback. Don't know why we aren't able to do that. Matt Hatter says, didn't Madden do that? No, you can't disguise your coverages in Madden. You can't. Now you can do certain things like pre-snap, but like, for example, if you're sending a safety blitz on Madden, you have to physically take over that character in order to disguise that blitz. Otherwise, when you get to the line, that safety is going to come up and show that he's blitzing every single time. In College Football 25, if you're sending a safety blitz, but you're using a cover 2 shell, that safety will sit back and you'll never know he's blitzing until you hike the ball. So that's what I love about it. You can really disguise your coverages in this game. One thing I do like, online, they do this thing. They got Road to College Football playoffs. So now online, you play a number of games and then you get to qualify for the college football playoff. That's dope. That's dope as fuck. I think it's 8 games. You play 8 games. If you have a good enough record, they put you into the college football playoff where you play against other players all the way up till you get to the championship. If you win, you get a championship trophy. Now, granted, if the player quits, if you skunking the player 21-0 and he quits, you don't get the celebration ceremony, but you get the trophy though. I like that. It adds a little bit of nuance to playing online and a little bit more competitive edge. I love it. One thing I don't like, I hate that you cannot edit players in the game. Okay, you cannot edit players in the roster. So one of the things that we used to do back in the old college football games is we would take a school that sucks, take them into Dynasty, but we would edit some of their players so we could have at least some quality players, right? You can't do that here. You can only edit like maybe 3 or 4 players on a roster. That kind of takes the Dynasty mode out of it for me. Like I don't. I want to edit my players. You can't edit them. Not all of them. Like, you might be able to edit 4 or 5 players on the team. That's it. I don't like that. Okay. One thing I do like, okay, the gameplay. The gameplay is amazing. It feels authentic, the way you throw the ball, the way you run the ball, the way the players moves, the way the players look. I'm genuinely impressed. I don't know how Madden isn't able to do this, but College Football 25 absolutely does this. The third thing I don't like, you're not able to create your own prospects. Going back to Dynasty again. Back in the day in Dynasty, what we used to be able to do was we used to be able to create prospects so that we could go and recruit them. I'm sorry, the gameplay's supposed to be playing. You would create prospects so that you can go and recruit them in the Dynasty yourself. So like what we used to do is we used to go and create like 10 99 rated players, and then you would go and recruit them yourself. And it's not easy, right? Because nothing's worse than creating a 99 player and you think you finna have them on your team, and then they get fucking recruited by Florida, and now you got to play against a player that you created. Well, in this game, you can't create prospects. Okay? So that sucks. On the flip side, one thing I like, the recruiting process is fun in this game. So what you do is you get 35 prospects that you can recruit. You go down the list of prospects, you tag them to add to your recruiting list, and then you give them you give your staff tasks to hit them up. So you can DM them, you can go talk to their family members, you can give them visits, and depending on how much pressure you put on that player, it's going to depend on, whether or not you're able to successfully recruit them. And then you got to make it inside their top 8, and then you got to make it inside of their top 5, and then their top 3, and then, and players will eliminate you. I gave a player the full court press one time, and that nigga eliminated me the next week. I was like, boy, fuck you, boy. Give me my damn Dodge Charger I gave you back. All right, one thing I don't like. You can't use playbooks in online play. To me, I get what they're doing. From what I heard was that they don't want you, when you're playing online, they want you to play as the authentic team you're playing as. So, for example, they don't want you playing in a triple option offense with the University of Georgia because University of Georgia doesn't play with a triple option offense. So, in my opinion, it's almost useless to go and create your own playbook because you can't use it in online play. But I guess that only matters for like competitive players. Okay. I don't really like that. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to use my playbook that I spent an hour making online. Okay. Another thing that I love, one thing that I love, because this game is really great. It's not amazing, but it is great. One thing that I love, it's so many. I'm trying to, because this is the last one. This is number 5. I'm trying to bring one that's impactful. I love the speed of the game. The game plays really fast. So when you play online, they only give you 3-minute quarters. And at first I'm like, yeah, that's not enough time. But because it's college football and it's realistic, the games are explosive. So one quarter, even though it's only 3 minutes, you look up and the score is 21-14. How the fuck we do all that in 3 minutes? I love the speed of the game. Okay. And then last thing I don't like, nigga, where the uniforms at? Where the uniforms? I should be able to have all the uniforms. I don't have, like, Oregon should have more than 2 uniforms, dude. My fear is that they're going to make us pay for the uniforms in the future. I don't know. I don't know that for sure, but it's just, it should be more uniforms than this. It's college football, for crying out loud. But all in all, I feel like the things that I don't like are minuscule, and the things I like are very major. I've been playing this game. It's actually, I can't believe it. It's been able to take me off of Elden Ring. I can't wait to play some more, but I want to give EA an applause. I just wanted to use my platform because I know a lot of people say we always talking negative over here, but I just want to give EA props for giving us a great experience. Now, hopefully, they can make Madden somewhat like this, because this is not a Madden reskin, guys. I'm sorry to say it's not a Madden reskin. It just, the gameplay is just so much more fluid. I'll give you a prime example of how much more fluid the movement and the gameplay is. In Madden, running bubble screens is fucking useless. Bubble screens and RPOs are useless because the players are so stuck in the mud that when they get the football, you're not moving. You can't take advantage of the little space that you have. In this game, nigga, bubble screens and RPOs are deadly. If you leave that wide receiver by himself in the slot and I got an RPO, man, that's an easy 5, 6, 7, 8 yards. Easy, because the players are able to freely move. They're not stuck in the mud. So that's just I encourage you to play it for yourself. That's all I'm going to say on this. Shouts out to EA for delivering a really good product, okay? All right. I want to come off of that because I know how y'all are about sports. So I don't want to, All right. All right, so we got so much to talk about with Assassin's Creed, guys. We got so much to talk about with Assassin's Creed. That part plays. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Okay. Before we get started on Assassin's Creed, let me go and do this real quick. I think I'm gonna start doing that more when it comes to entertainment or just like movies and video games in general. I'm not gonna do full-on reviews because I simply just don't have the time to script it. I think I'm gonna start doing more of those segments. 5 things I like, 5 things I don't like. And then maybe give a number review just with like whatever. Because like right now, I would say that I would give college football 25 a solid 8 out of 10. 8.2 out of 10. Frostfang, no, because I gotta work tonight. So we're actually not watching The Boys tonight. We'll catch back up tomorrow night. But yeah, though. So yeah. I think we're gonna start doing that. So like new games, new movies, 2 TV shows. I'll give them 5 things I like, 5 things I don't like. All right, so Assassin's Creed Shadows is just, this game has so much turmoil. Okay, there's so much negativity surrounding this game that it's just, I have a hard time believing that this game is just going to do well when it comes out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no way, right? Japanese political aid indicates Assassin's Creed Shadows debacle could escalate into a diplomatic incident. What? I gotta read more about this. Hold on. Japanese political aid indicated that the backlash to Ubisoft's upcoming Assassin's Creed Shadows game could escalate into a diplomatic incident. Y'all told me that the Japanese wasn't upset about this. What happened? As first reported by Mark Kern, aka Grums, on X, a Japanese political aide detailed the game and its false depiction of Japanese history, culture, and aesthetics, primarily revolving around the depiction of Yasuke as a legendary samurai, could result in a diplomatic incident. Grums reported that letters are being sent with questions to the Japan Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science, and Technology, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Economy, Trade, and Industry. He added, while the government have not taken action yet, they are waiting for final release of the game to decide, and there is mounting pressure in Japan to address the issue with Ubisoft portraying false information to Japanese children. Oh, shit. Congratulations, y'all niggas played yourself.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Because this is getting serious. Y'all kept telling us that they didn't care. Oh, the Japanese people, they don't play. Let me get the chat back up. The Japanese people, they don't care about this. You guys are making something out of nothing. They don't care. Well, okay, nigga, tell that to their fucking government. Okay, Sonya says she has to head out. Okay, let's pour one out for Sonya. She says she has to leave.
What more do you want from me?
We appreciate you for being here, Sonya. But yeah, though, I mean, this is insane. As seen in the video below, the political aide detailed that he sent a variety of questions to the Japanese government and received a report back from them. He noted he sent inquiries questioning to Japan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Yeah. We read all that. As translated and shared to X by Grums, the aide shared the first question he asked. It has been pointed out that Mr. Thomas Lockley, Associated Professor, Foreign Languages, Faculty of Law, Nihon University, wrote a book about Yasuke's story, which he created from his own imagination and spread the contents of the book as historical fact all over the world, and that this is a movement to make a fabricated history of the truth, the truth of the world without many Japanese people even knowing about it. Please tell us the government's opinion on this point and its future policy. So, Thomas Locksley is that white guy. Isn't that something? How you try to tell story, a DEI story, but you take your fucking cues from a white guy. Thomas Lockley. This is the goofball in question. You can't make this shit up.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
This nigga's a historian. Okay? This is the book. The True Story of Yasuke. A legendary black warrior in feudal Japan. How much you want to bet this nigga was fighting dragons in that damn book? What? That nigga was fighting dragons in that book. Yeah, it's definitely the truth. Okay, please. Oh, yeah, okay. So he shared that this question was sent to Japanese Ministry of Education. Oh, yeah, we already read that. As for the second question, he inquired of Japanese Ministry. Yeah, we're not reading all that again. Assassin's Creed Shadows, a new game being developed by the French game company Ubisoft, is set in the Sengoku period of Japan, and Yasuke appears as the main character. This game company has been taken over by people of political correctness movement, and from the pre-release interview footage, the disrespect for Japan is blatant. The content of the game has been partially released, has also been distorted and grossly disrespectful of Japanese culture, history, and Japanese people. It continues. For example, in an interview, a person in charge of the grotesque decapitation scene said death was a common occurrence in Japan at the time, and most people died by having their heads neatly cut off. I would like to know the government's views on this matter and its future policy. Okay, this is like, listen. This is getting wild. I gotta be honest. Even when we first started covering this, I had no idea it was gonna come to this. To the point where niggas is asking the government to get involved. The third question was sent to we get. Why do they keep putting this? Nigga, ain't nobody reading all that. It states, if it were a game made by a private company, there would be no need to be so concerned, but it has been announced that it is based on Japanese historical facts. And if this goes viral, people all over the world will start to believe it, which I think is extremely malicious. In the following message has been released. The Brazilian embassy in Japan publicly announced on Facebook that Yasuke was Japan's first black samurai, and that Yasuke was brought to Japan in 1579 and became a hero.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
You mean to tell me a nigga that was there for 15 months learn Japanese language and save Japan from a mythical beast or some shit? Like, y'all niggas just make up anything. Jesus Christ. This is insane. But it doesn't stop, guys. It doesn't stop, okay? New report claims same-sex romance options confirmed for Assassin's Creed Shadows. Not only do you get to play as a Negro samurai, you get to have your back broken by another samurai. Lord have mercy. A new report claims that Ubisoft is indeed including same-sex romance options for the upcoming Assassin's Creed game. Now, it's important to understand that it is options, but here's why it's important. Yes, it is an option. You don't have to. You don't have to partake in this. The problem is because this game is being marketed as somewhat accurate, right? It's using a real historical figure. The LGBTQ community will not hesitate to say, see, Yasuke was LGBTQ. No, the fuck he wasn't, nigga. Stop it. Stop it.
God damn.
You know what I'm saying? See, Yasuke likes it up there.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. But nigga slap fire out you, nigga. Shut the
Shut up. Shut up. Michael Kelly says Brazilians are trolling. Oh, maybe they are. Maybe they are. YouTuber Joy Raptor reported on X that both Yasuke and Naoi have unique romances, so different character they can romance instead of the game. Can they sleep with each other? Can they sleep with each other? That's what I want to know. I want to sleep with the ninja chick. Okay, that's what I want to do. In a YouTube video, romance are back and seems like they're going to work a bit different this time. For one, just like in Odyssey and Valhalla, we can still choose to pursue romantic relationships or not, but because there are two completely different playable characters, they will now have both their own unique romances. While in Odyssey, for example, both Alexios and Cassandra had the exact same options. When did fucking Assassin's Creed become a dating simulator?
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
When did it become a dating simulator, guys? I just don't understand. I just want to kill niggas. That's all I want to do. I want to run around like a ninja and assassinate niggas. Oh, I got a headache. I got a headache. But we'll see how this game performs. We'll see. When it comes out, we'll see. It'll be interesting to see. It's breaking. Assassin's Creed Shadows will feature stunning and brave queerness. You know, they couldn't wait to put it in. I don't have much else to say about Assassin's Creed at this point. I'm just ready to see it come out. When's the release date? Oh shit. November. Oh, it's gonna be a good little while. Oh well. All right. What else? It's gonna be some time. All right. Let's get into some of these comments before we bail up out of here. Let's see. Mad Hatter says black and gay. If what Hypno said, Crypto Beat says, if what Hypno said is happens, if what Hypno said is happening that game, I will laugh. Now, I think we all will. Words of Paradise says aTraes going to use this game to fulfill so many Naruto fantasies. I don't know if I'm gonna be playing it. If I do end up playing it, it'll be like further down the line when the game is heavily discounted, because I'm not paying $70 to play that game when I can just play Ghost of Tsushima. James OP says, I hope Japan sues the shit out of them, to be honest. On what grounds, though? Jerome Smith says, I'm tired of seeing Assassin's Creed Shadows. Yeah, you and me both. But I got to report on it. All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and check out. We covered all our major topics today. I'm going to save the Windows discussion for a separate video, only because I'm not hip to everything that's going on. So I would hate to be trying to figure it out like right here. So yeah, we'll get to that later on. But I'm about to go and get ready for work. So I appreciate everybody for coming through. And y'all go out there, continue to squabble. I'm going to squabble right alongside of you, and I will talk to you guys later. All right, deuces.